All right then, so Championship of the Ages round 2. Let's see what happens. So let me run you through the grid order. I will get that on. So you can see there, so Leandro from McLaren has put it on pole position in qualifying. Oscar from Ferrari, P2. He had a solid outing last race. The result wasn't really what he was hoping for, but he certainly showed some blistering pace. So he'll be looking forward to a front row start. Domino in P3. She'll be hoping for some good momentum after Mercedes' pretty lackluster performance in round 1. Sam R, he's been, well, he got a little bit unfortunate last race. He was dominating for most of the Grand Prix and he just fell short towards the end, but he still managed to finish a respectable P2. Then it's Megan, the last race winner. Round 1 race winner. She's currently the championship leader, of course, after winning that race. She's in P5. She's got a little bit of work to do to get back to where she was before. Jono's put it in P6. Again, it seems in the previous qualifying that we had here, he obviously put it in P6, but you can tell he's more comfortable in the corners than he is on the straights. His car is lacking a little bit of top end speed, little bit. It's very minuscule, but obviously it makes all the difference. Andrew in P7, she'll be hoping for obviously a much better performance than last race, where she unfortunately didn't actually finish in the points. Jack P8, he had a solid outing last race as well, and he managed to finish a respectable P7 last race. Ryan in P9, again, he'll be open for a better performance. He didn't finish in the points last race. Tilly, starting a little bit far down the order by Red Bull standards in P10. She finished P5, a little bit in no man's land actually for her. And then it's Flynn P11, Lauren P12, so Williams lock out the 6th row of the grid. And then it's Reese from V-Carb, Sam W, who had obviously a fantastic performance in round 1. And then it's his teammate Sam G in just behind him, P15. Fahim from Alpine, P16. Nathan from Stake, P17. Angus from V-Carb, P18. And there's Ruby and Fahima, who round out the grid. So let's see what happens. As we know, it's a rolling start. 15 laps, 1 mandatory pit stop. You can do more if you want to. Not really advised, but it's possible. But yes, so let's see what happens. Let's do this. Obviously, I don't know what's going on, what's going to happen in this race. This is my first time reacting to it, so let's see what happens. Here we go. Wait for the green light. There it is. Timer started at the top. Leandro leads the way, and he's followed closely by Oscar there. Can't imagine too many position moves going to this first little corner. All you see there in the background, that's, I believe, Andrew a few positions. She's down to P10 now. Not ideal for her at all. She did start P7, just behind Jono, and he's made a solid start. He's right up behind Megan there. Then it's Jack, P7, followed by Ryan, P8, and then Tilly's made up 1 position due to that Andrea little mishap. She's up to P9. Leandro still holding firm in P1. Domino's certainly falling back a little bit. She's having to defend from Samar at the moment. Oscar is piling on the pressure to Leandro up in P1. You can see there as well Megan, and I believe, well, actually I think the top 6 are pulling away slightly. Right on board here with Jack from Aston Martin. You can see the top 6, and there you go. Thank goodness me, he's lost a bit of pace there, and he's allowed Ryan and Tilly to go clean through. And where's Andrew in this? Goodness gracious. And look at that, Domino's lost a few positions now. And Oscar's made a move for the lead, so it's all kicking off there at the front. Leandro's now down to P2. He's not going to be best pleased about that one. And Domino obviously falls back from P3 into P5. Jono got a little bit wide there, you could see. And he's managed to maintain position, which is all right. He's right up behind Domino. And then it's Ryan, P7. He's on the chase down along with Tilly. So we know these two have pace. Obviously, they had a bit of an unfortunate qualifying. Both of them had a bit of unfortunate qualifying, but we know they've got pace. Looking a bit further back then, so it's Andra who is defending now from Flynn. Sam W's trying to make a move on Flynn as well. We know he's got pace. He's going to probably potentially try and come through the field and snatch some points away from some of the top runners. So we'll see how he does there. Jono remaining in P6. He is the one to watch. Again, he had a really solid performance last Grand Prix, even with that lack of power. You can see now he doesn't seem to have that much of a difference as he goes purple in Sector 1. Obviously, it is lap 2, so I believe everyone will go purple at the moment. But he seems to be doing okay at the moment. Move that down to Ryan then. He's currently on the chase down to the top 6, but he didn't seem to be making much much gaining there at all really. So, and then it's obviously Tilly P8. They move back towards the front, all the way flying down towards this hairpin, and it's Leandro now again having to defend from Sam R. He's going to make the move. He's got to be late on the brakes, and he is late on the brakes, and he's going to make a move. And goodness me, it's allowed Megan to slip through as well. And Jono slipped inside of Domino as well on that hairpin. That is. Yeah, no. I'm not even going to go there. Goodness me, goes purple again. And goodness me, I think that was Domino just going back down the inside of Jono. He goes down the inside again of Domino. Fantastic stuff there from those two. And now look at this. Look at this now. So the two McLarens are now right next to each other. A bit of animosity from last time. As we know what happened in the previous Grand Prix where Jono unfortunately made contact with his teammate and obviously lost him a good amount of time. He's now on the chase for him. Are we going to see some team orders be put in place? I don't think Leandro would be too happy about this, especially considering he started on pole position. But Jono is all over him. You can see this sector in particular. It's just got the pace is just completely through the roof. He's going to look to get a better exit. Oh, he's made a bit of an error there. Bit of an error on the exit, and it's allowed Domino again to slip through on Jono. Goodness me, this is turning into something brilliant of a battle here between those two, Domino and Domino. Again, I mean, it's just you can't take your eyes off it. I mean, it's exhilarating to watch. Jono is trying to slip down the inside again, but it's not going to work on that occasion. He's going to try and wiggle his way past somewhere. Goodness me, surely not going to make a move there, is he? He's going to try it, you know. And what a move that was. That was a fantastic move there from Jono. Through the chicane, no contact made. That was completely clean. And that was just beautiful. You can see now right on board with Oscar. And he's still leading the way in P1. He's making some distance. And you can see Andra's falling back to P14. It's not where she wants to be. Flynn's currently in the points. That's brilliant stuff for him. I actually believe he finished in the points last race in P10. I think he just managed to scrape some points. If you look at the pace on the right hand side there, with 59.9 for Leandro, 59.2 for Jono, you can see he's got pace. 59.1 for Megan, 58.9 for Sam R, and 58.5 currently holding the fastest lap for Oscar. What's it going to be on this lap for Oscar? It's going to be 58.8. Goodness me, he's got pace. Sam R though sets at 58.3. He's now on the hunt for Oscar, and he's been unleashed from Leandro. So he's now trying to gain. If we ride on board with Megan, you can see there's a bit of a gap there between the top two and Megan, I think. Oh goodness me, here we go. Bit of contact there. What I believe that was a bit of contact there between the two McLarens. It's now Domino to slip through on Leandro. Goodness me, controversy once more down at McLaren. I think Leandro's going to have some stern words again. Maybe even throw a few hands after the Grand Prix, because he's going to be slightly annoyed about that. Oh fuck me, he's done it again. What a prick. And I mean, it's understandable, to be honest. But look at this now. He's trying to, goodness me, he's flown straight up to the back of Megan there. And he's already within range. And he's set a personal best middle sector there. And he's certainly on the hunt. Surely he's not going to make a move here. No, he's not. He's going to stick behind. That's, I believe, a smart decision. He's going to try and look for the exit. You can see we're a little bit in a Noah's Ark, just up in the top 8 here. So you've got Oscar and Sam, who are currently flying away. Those two have blistering pace. Megan and Jono, then also together at the moment, and then Domino and Leandro have got the third row, you could say, of positions there. There's Tilly and Ryan, who not really batting at all. They're just kind of running their own race, both of those guys. I'm just trying to make up as many positions as possible. Flynn, good job from him. He's made some positions. He's actually got past Jack, who's now down to P11. Not ideal for him. Andrew's now also down to P14. Of course, that's definitely not ideal for him either. You can see in the background there, you see the bottom feed is Ruby and Lauren, I believe that was in the background. You know, just trailing behind. Jono, not Jomino. Jono is right up the chat of Megan. I'll tell you what, Megan's slowing up a bit here. 59.7 there for Megan on that previous lap. A little bit slow, and you can see the front two are just getting away a little bit. 59.1 there for Oscar and a 58.9 for Sam. It was a 59.2 last lap. You can see the lap times on the right hand side. It's been very consistent. He hasn't actually made any significant open laps yet. So far it's all just been, you know, in the dirty air, but he's going to try and make a move, I think. He's right up behind her, and he's going to make a move. Surely not round the outside. This will be some move once again. And Megan's a little bit later on the brakes, going to try and slip down the inside. Goodness me. Oh my goodness me. And you can see there just in front, as with the broadcasting team, is having a shambolic one so far. And Sam R, we've missed the overtake, but he's now got ahead of Oscar. So maybe, potentially those two are going to be slowing each other up. And that's going to allow Jono, who's now just overtaken Megan, to catch up. We know he's got pace. He hasn't actually been unleashed yet in the clean air. He's got a chance now, and we'll see what he does. But see here again, Oscar and Sam, they're just going hammer and tong with each other. It's going to be another one of those races. I thought for a second there in the background, I thought I was Tilly defending from Ryan there, but it doesn't seem to be the case. She's taking a different line there. Reese now, look at that, he's gotten past Flynn, and he's up into P9. That would be some solid points there for VCARB if he can stay there. And then obviously, of course, Fahim has actually now managed to overtake Jack, so he'll be loving that as well. So he's in that Alpine. Then it's Jack Lasay, then it's Sam W. And goodness me, look at this now then. Andrea has fallen all the way back down to P16. Not good for them. Aston Martin will be seething at that. I think she's potentially maybe looking at a mid-season transfer at this rate. But moving back towards the front then. You can see Megan there P4. Whereabouts is Jono? Goodness me, he's caught up straight away. He's gone purple middle sector. I told you he had pace. I told you he was waiting to be unleashed, and he's found that pace. And he's immediately on the back. Look at that. Now Oscar's made a move on Sam R. Ooh, bit of a wibble wobble. Sam R in P2. He's just trying to get the power down on the exit. Look at that, Jono. He's caught up immediately, but I'm going to hazard a guess that it's not going to be for long until that pace goes. Surely on the fact that he will be held up by this baton, we know these two have pace. We saw it last Grand Prix. But now, I mean, the gap basically even between the top three now. They've all got the best pace on the grid by some margin. You can see in the top right of the screen there the map. So you've got Oscar leading, followed by Sam R, then it's Jono. Look at that, you've got Domino and Leandro pitting a little bit early of a pit stop. If you want to do a one stop, lap 6 is when they've pitted, and it's actually both Mercedes that have pitted. So ballsy strategy calls there for Mercedes. You can see clearly that they're surely going to change sides here. Yes, they are, because they can see on the left hand side the fuel's completely fine, and they're going to fill it up all the way. So Leandro comes out, fine pit stop for Domino and Leandro. That's completely fine. Moving back a little bit towards the front, you see Angus is now in a point playing position. Ruby is in P10. She would absolutely love to stay in that position come the end of the race. It's going to be a tall order, but certainly she's got more than capable to do it. Tilly now running in her favourite position, P5 it seems, and then Flynn's running currently really solid P6. Of course, that is following the 3 pit stops we've had between Ryan, Domino and Leandro. So these 3 have all boxed. Of course, Reese boxed as well. He, I believe, was just ahead of goodness me, look at that. He was just ahead of Flynn. Look at this battle now then. On board with Jono here, and he's... Oh yeah, they're itching to try and get in front of each other, you can see. Oh, could Jono have an opportunity here? He's right up behind Sam R. Oh, goodness me, what's that? What's going on there? No, he's boxing. Sam R's boxing. Interesting decision there. So he's going to box on lap 7. Jono and Oscar staying out then. So those 2 will stay out. Actually quite similar to the last round, if you recall, where a lot of the opposition boxed, but these 2 both stayed out for an extra lap and then boxed, and it did actually pay off in that round. See how it pays off in this one, if at all. But there we go. So Sam R has come out from his pit stop in P3, so basically he loses 0 positions. He's in clean air as well, so we love that for him. Ruby still in P4, so she's obviously yet to box, but goodness me, can you imagine if she'd finished there? That'd be something unbelievable for a stake. Obviously you can see there the order's starting to match up a bit now, so Domino, followed by Leandro, followed by Tilly, followed by Ryan, followed by Fahim, who I believe actually has made his pit stop. Yes, he has. You can see on the right hand side, and he's now into a point playing position, which is somewhat unexpected, you could say, considering where, you know, the level of his car. So he's doing really well so far this Grand Prix. A little bit further look at Oscar and Jono then. So obviously Oscar currently leading. Then it's Jono. Goodness me, he's going to have a little crack here at Oscar just on their in lap. I think he's going to try it around the outside. He tried it, not quite there for Jono. And he's all over him. It's a brilliant battle though. I do think they'll come in and box though. See Sam, he's just cruising at the moment. He's trying to just put the burners on really, and just try and get as much of an undercut as possible. And there goes. Oh no, it's just Oscar. So Oscar has boxed, and he's now into the box. But look at this now. Jono stays out. So each of those top 3 that we were watching previous, are all on different ballsy little strategies. Certainly very interesting. But we'll see what Oscar comes out. He's obviously just had his tyres changed, and he's now about to come out of the pit lane, and there is Sam R. So there is a little bit of an undercut there for Sam R, and we will now see the pace level of both of these drivers. They need to obviously put the burners on, of course, because Jono is on old tyres, whereas these 2 are on fresh new tyres. So they want to maximise that offset while they still can, because that offset will change imminently now, because from what I understand, Jono will be boxing at the end of this lap. There is one mandatory pit stop. You have to make one pit stop, which will be made something that the Grand Prix is obviously you want to time it to where it's not going to be detrimental to your race. So I do believe he'll pit on this lap. I actually thought he'd pit on last lap, but clearly not. He's gone purple by 2.7 seconds. What kind of magic is this from Sam R? He's absolutely flying. They're all flying. Goodness me, Jono may have made a bit of an error here, because I mean, look at the pace difference. You can see just on board 3.5. Fuck me, 4 seconds. Purple, surely not. That's got to be wrong. The number's got to be wrong. There you go, see Jono boxing. He's into the pit lane. But goodness gracious me, I mean, this is otherworldly from Sam R. What kind of wizardry is this lap then? What's this going to be for a lap? So current fastest lap is 58.3, and he does a 53.6. Maybe 5 seconds clear of that previous fastest lap. That is fucking ridiculous. He does a 53.3 with Oscar, but unfortunately it was on his well, he's just come out of the box, hasn't he? So that's not going to count for him. Jono has come out in P3. He's ahead of Megan, but he's got a bit of a catch-up job to do to catch up to those two that he's back in beforehand. Certainly he's capable of doing it. We know that. And he will have the tyre offset, so we'll see how that goes on there. I'm sure he'll be able to catch up by the end of the Grand Prix. Megan has actually fallen a little bit back into the clutches of Megan. Sorry, and Domino and Leandro, as I was saying earlier. Billy and Ryan kind of having their own racing run. Then it's Reese, who's found his way into P9 now. So obviously I believe that's yeah, so here we go. So Fahim, who was in that fantastic position, is now down a couple of positions, so he's been overtaken by Flynn and Reese. So he won't be best pleased about that. He'll certainly be looking to make a move here. It looks like he's going to try and make a move here on Flynn. Going into the hairpin, this is one of the favourite overtaking positions on the circuit, and he's going to make that move. He's up into the point zone positions, and yeah, you can see there the garage clapping as they applaud that move. So looking a bit further ahead then, so Megan remaining in P4. Jono, as goodness gracious me, he's put the, oh my god, yeah, he's caught up rapidly, and he's well, he's basically found his way right back in the mix practically immediately. So Sam R obviously remaining in the lead. He does like that position, doesn't he, Sam R? P1. He was in P1 last time for most of the race, and at the moment he's been in P1 for a lot of this Grand Prix now. But we'll see if he can keep it this time. Goodness me, I didn't see that. Let's get a replay on that one. Jono made a rapid move on Oscar. Where was that? That looks to be on the straight. Body on board. Flies through on the start-finish straight. He claims P2. Goodness me, he's got pace now, this man. So watch out for him. He is certainly looking pretty rapid at the moment. So Sam R is looking in the rearview mirror. You can see there, you can see his eyes. He is in his mirrors. You know, you can see that from here. Jono obviously is absolutely driving his heart out at the moment. I mean, goodness gracious. And Oscar just trailing behind. Oh, goodness me. So Megan in P4, she's a little bit off the pace this race, unfortunately. There's still time for her to catch up. Don't write her off. In fact, don't write any of these drivers off here. especially if you're going to see a battle in the top three. But yeah, compared to the previous Grand Prix, she is slightly off the pace, slightly, but only a little bit. But yes, riding on board now with Jono. Yeah, you can see he's caught up quite considerably to Sam R now. So he's right up in the chat. And he's going to be looking to make some moves. You can see the pace is just flying, and he's set the personal best middle sector. I mean, it's nothing like that 53.60 Sam R. I don't actually know where that comes from. That is a bit ridiculous. I don't know, you might even forget. Oh goodness me, I thought for a second there that he was going to make a move, and that is certainly would have been an audacious one. At the moment he's sure he's going to make a move on the front straight, not quite. He does a 58.4, it's a personal best for him. Look, oh my goodness me, it's a surprise move. Surprise move for Jono, and he's up into P1, but he needs to keep it stick round the outside. He's going to try and keep his nose in there. Look at this for a battle. Jono's going to try it round the outside again. He's going to try and get the better exit, and he is going to have a better exit, but is he close enough? That's the next question. You see there, Oscar in the background. He's now going to catch up due to this battling. Jono surely not round the outside. He needs to get the better grit. Not quite. A bit of a shake there for Sam Eyes. Surely he's going to... Goodness me. He's not going to make a move there, is he? Oof, he thought about it, you know, but he backed out last millisecond, backed out. And Sam Eyes doing very well at the moment to keep that position well defended. And Oscar is looking at this now, thinking, yes, look at this, I'm going to catch up. Here we go. Jono, fantastic exit off the far chicane. And he's got the inside line going into the hairpin. He's going to have to be late on the brakes. Can he make the move? He's going to try and... Yes, he is. Sam R backs out of it. He didn't want to be pushed off. But he's going to make the switcheroo. Phenomenal move from Sam R. He's going to make the switcheroo clean as a whistle, that move from Sam R. And he's picked up the pace on Jono. Jono was obviously flying a bit earlier. But this battling's cost him. And Sam R, both of them. And Oscar now is, look at that, caught up all the way. We've got 3 laps to the finish. And looks like it's going to be these 3. One of these 3 is going to win this Grand Prix. Unless something absolutely tragic happens. But we'll see what happens. Jono still really on the front foot. He seems to still have all the momentum in these 3. And he's looking to make a move now on the first corner. He's surely not round the outside of the first corner. That's ballsy. He's been squeezed by Sam Eyes side by side. He's going to try and keep it going. And now it's his turn to be on the outside of this second little left kink. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it like Sam did it like before. He's going to try and around the outside there. Oscar's right in the mix as well. Maybe you can... Oh, bit of a shake there for Jono. He's going to lose a bit of momentum there. And looks like Oscar's going to be let through on the inside. Yes, he is. Oh, but he's got to keep the position. But Jono's going to try and hang it around the outside. Oh, he's been squeezed by Oscar. He's going to try and still keep it in there. He needs to keep it in there for the sake of this Grand Prix. He's got 2 laps remaining. He's going to try and just sling it in there. A bit of contact made. Oh, goodness me. A bit shaky there for those 2. But he's going to... Oh, Oscar. It's brilliant defending again from him. And these 3 are going absolutely hammer and tong. This is fantastic stuff. Oscar, surely he's not going to try and make a move now on... It's 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3 wide. Jono's really late on the brakes. Surely that's going to be... Oh, my goodness me. That was unbelievable late braking manoeuvre from Jono. And he's up into P1 for the first time in this Grand Prix. Goodness gracious. Sam I now and Oscar now battling side by side. Oscar's going to try and get it on the inside on Sam R. Only a couple corners left in this lap. Jono's still just hanging in there. You can see as soon as you get in front, it's just not over. Goodness me, Sam R, an aggressive move down the inside. He makes contact with Jono and he's forced his way through. And Jono's now down to P2 and he's now looking in his rear view mirror with Oscar in his rear view mirror. This is unbelievable. Jono now is still right up his draft, practically bump drafting him. All 3 different teams, 3 different drivers, but they're so evenly paced. It's disgusting. Jono down the inside in the first point. He was on the outside last lap. He's on the inside this time, and he's made it stick. And he's going to keep that position now going into this corner. Finally, he's thinking, after all that grudge match from the previous laps for that corner. But Sam Maher still looking pacey, still looking to try and make that move. He's going to, goodness me, oh, I thought there was going to be a bit of contact there. He sent it a little bit. Oh, a bit of a shambolic exit there from Jono. Sam Maher's going to try and make a move on the inside. It's going to be 3 wide again nearly. Oscar's going to, surely he can't do it down the inside. No, he can't, not quite. But he's got a better exit. Jono in the span of 1 corner has gone from P1 to P3 now. Goodness me. This is unbelievable stuff. Any one of these 3 could win this race. And we're going now towards into the fast chicane. We know Jono's been fast through there. Surely he can't make it do another one. Look at this now. Then he's going to go down on the inside of Sam Maher, but on the outside of Oscar. What's going to happen here then? 3 wide again going into the hairpin. 2nd lap in a row. Oscar's going to keep that position though. And he's up into P1. Bit shaky from Sam Maher on the exit. He's trying to do the switcheroo. And he's managed to get the position on Oscar. Goodness me, that whole 3 wide, they've kept positions. They've all maintained their position from before that hairpin. That was unbelievable racing. Sam Maher then, he's still remaining in P1. He's really fighting for it now. He does not want to lose this P1 again. He really doesn't. And we're on the final corner now of the penultimate lap. Jono in P2. Oscar trailing slightly now. Little bit of a gap built up. I'll say a little bit. Not really a gap, but tiny bit of a gap than there was previous. But Jono's going to try and make a move. Surely we're going on to the final lap now. These 3 going absolutely nuts. Jono's going to send it down the inside on lap 1. It's a little bit off the track. That's allowed Sam to get straight away through. Oscar's going to try and now do it on the inside. Oh my goodness, you can see Tilly's boxing for some stupid reason. We don't know. Obviously, she's run out of fuel, some type of mechanical problem. But anyway, back towards this battle then. So Jono's now made a position on Oscar. So that was good for him. Obviously, he did that previously. And he's going to try and maybe go around the outside on Sam Maher. He's going to try it round the outside. Surely not. No, not quite for him. But he's all over him. He's all over him. This fast chicane coming up. It's going to be madness. He's not going to send it down the inside. He is. Bit of contact there. Goodness me, that was close. Sam Maher almost spent spinning round into the barriers, but not quite. Fortunately, Oscar is just biding his time at the moment. He's trying to look for any opportunity to get in that position. But he's still in P3 at the moment. Jono, here we go then, down to the hairpin. It's going to be between Jono and Oscar. Not Jono Oscar, between Jono and Sam going into the hairpin. Oscar's going to try and slip down the inside, not quite. Jono, can he hang it down the inside? Yes, he can. He's up to P1. And now it's Oscar. He's slipped up the inside of Sam, and he's up into P1 now with a better exit. Goodness me, he wasn't even in the picture for that moment, and he's already up in there. Jono's going to try and surely he's going to send it. We're only a few corners left. He's going to send it down the inside. He's not going to make it quite, but no, he's up into P1. Now Oscar's going to be on the outside defending. He's got a bit of a slide going on. Jono up into P1. Phenomenal move there from Jono. Goodness me, final corner of the Grand Prix. Oscar's going to send one down the inside. Jono has to take avoiding action. He's going to try and stick around the outside. He's just slightly off the track. Oscar, it looks like he's going to win this Grand Prix, but who's going to win out? Jono and Sam. It's Sam on the line. Goodness me. Unbelievable finish there. Top 3. Oscar, Sam, Jono. Followed by Megan in No Man's Land. Goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic stuff. Goodness me. Then it's Domino who is going to finish in a respectable P5. And Fahim. Oh my goodness, Fahim. Going to get pipped on the line by Leandro. That is unfortunate for him. But looking at the rest of the order then. So Tilly's finishes P8. Ryan P9. Reese P10. You can see the rest of the order here. Actually, Ruby nearly finished in a points paying position, which would have been good for him. Her. Andrea finishing in an unfortunate P18. Absolutely shambolic weekend for her. But my God. Let's wind down a little bit. because that was an unbelievable finish. Those top three going absolutely nuts. Holy smokes. Let's get a bit of a photo finish then between that Jono and Sam. So we'll ride on boards with, in fact, we'll ride on board with Oscar. You can see the gaps there. That's the line. No, that's not the line. Let's try and figure out the gaps. Here we go then. Riding on board with Jono. We'll look at the gaps. He's on the grass there. Oscar's obviously leading away. Sam is catching. There is when they're side by side. And there is the finish. Goodness me, that was close. That was close. That was really close. By wow. I mean, that was something special. Really was. So that's it. That's round 2 over and done with. Sam he'll be happy to get that position on the line, but he'll be fuming to have lost that race. He obviously lost the race last time as well, after leading most of the Grand Prix in both this round, first round and last round. First round and second round. It's Ferrari that pipped into both, but it's two different Ferraris. Oscar redemption from first round, and Jono, I believe it's P3 again for him. So for Sam R, it's second. For Jono, it's third. And for the two Ferraris, it's first and fourth in both of them. So Megan finishing first in the first one, and then fourth in the second one, and Oscar finishing fourth in the first one, and first in the second one. I mean, that's unbelievable stuff. So, yeah, we'll see what happens for the next round. And, yeah, I mean, unbelievable stuff in that round. But we'll see what happens in round 3. Wow, what a race.